Are we live? We are live. All right, what's going on, everyone? Had a little lapse right there. Had no idea we were going live. 23.3 was released a few hours ago. It was I think it's the coolest workout yet. I really liked workout 1, didn't love workout 2. Workout 3 though, it's pretty sick. And we got to watch 2 really good athletes going and 2 really good showings. Got some times down here, Mal and Daniel, Miss Brandon. We saw Mal absolutely crush it. Danielle did very good as well. You're just it's hard to compare the two. It seems, it's a minute and 25 seconds faster, but that's just going to be one of the top scores in the world. And then Danielle's also going to be good, but she also she probably lost about 20 seconds with that snatch and double under accident, so that stinks. Maybe more, I don't know, but they both did very well. Super high rate, meaning they had a lot of reps per minute on average. Mal really did, so really cool. Got the workout up over here. Let's get this going. So only 10 wall walks. So people that complain that they didn't want to see the wall walks, it's not that bad. It's only 10. No single unders this year. Really thought we would see some single unders, but maybe we'll see those in quarterfinals. Snatches increasing in weight. This is always kind of cool. I like this. I'm pretty biased. I like the heavy snatch, but I think people like this as well. They like to show off just a little bit. 20 strict handstand push-ups is going to be kind of a wall for a lot of people to get to that weight. To get to that second to last snatch, or even just to finish those. So we'll probably see a big bottleneck on the first strict handstand push-up, and then probably like the next 5, and then we'll also see like another bottleneck at the next snatch weight, especially for the females. For the males a little bit as well, but probably not as profound as the female. So you make it, you move from the wall walk to the strict handstand push-up. It's good to see kind of that, that skill requirement, even though I think there could have been more handstand walks to get there. But again, it's supposed to be short. So that's also cool. It's a shorter workout, even if you get time capped, or, most people, if you get time capped, it's shorter by a lot, only 6 minutes, maybe 9 minutes, and then maybe 12, but super cool. So let's go over some warm-ups. Kind of look at that. So for this one, warming up is going to be super important. And I'm going to make some notes here down at the bottom, but you want to be mobilized. You want to be really loose. You want to have a really good overhead position, especially for the handstand push-up, for the snatch, and the handstand and the wall walk. The more loose, the better positions you can get in, the less fatigue you're going to be, the less energy it's going to take to perform those movements. So starting with some mobility, hitting the lats and a tall banded lat stretch. You can just do like a lat tricep stretch, calf raise, and wall twist. So making sure that the calves are nice and warm, making sure that you get a good stretch in them for the double unders. It may not seem like a lot, but at the speed people will be pushing it, that probably will add up a little bit in fatigue. The wall twist, just, kind of warming up the upper back, the thoracic, and your hips. You really want to get some blood flow to those areas that are going to be used primarily in the workout. So we're looking at the assault bike, just some, little global blood flow. Then we're going to move into the single unders, prep for that. Obviously the double under, handstand hold on the wall. You want to fatigue the shoulders a little bit, get some blood flow in there, make yourself feel it in the kettlebell swing, kind of prep the hips and the overhead. Next, for most people, I'd say, especially if you think you're going to get to that third weight, build up to a snappy 75% for a single, maybe a little bit lighter, depending on if you have a really heavy power snatch. But just want to feel good with it, practice the movement, maybe work on some quick singles leading up to it to get some practice in. Next is practice. And for the average person, this is probably going to look like, hey, I'm going to just go through the movements. I'm going to practice the transitions. I'm going to make sure my standards are good. I'm going to, make sure my tape's good, my chalk's in the right place. If you know you're going to get a high score, then you want to probably do a few. If you know you're going to finish it, or I'm going to get to that fourth bar, you really want to kind of like get your system ready, push a little bit faster, practice some fast singles, going to some handstand push-ups or some wall walks into some double unders, rest, but you kind of want to get things going a little bit. You don't want to just jump into this cold. Then you're going to go do 23.3, cool down, super important. I know it's the last workout. And people are like, yeah, I just did my finish and I'm done, but you never know. The next day you might want to redo, you might have to redo, or it's just good training practice. Like, I mean, who cares if it is your last workout anyway? Hop on the bike, stretch really well, make yourself feel really good. And then from there, you want to, you know, make sure that you're eating, you're getting in some good food, because if you're prepping for quarterfinals, you might be doing a workout right after this. You're definitely going to be doing some workouts later in the afternoon or later the next day. So you want to make sure that your body, feels as good as it can. It's going to hurt after this workout. So coming down after, being up here, you want to come back down here and do that gradually. So yeah, it may seem long for just a short workout, but that's just how it goes. You need to put in effort in preparation to get good effort after. Let's see here. Okay, so with their scores being in this 8 minute and 10 minute range, they had 28 reps per minute and 36 reps per minute. That's a ton. I mean, that's really fast. Even on traditional open workouts, that's really high. The double under is obviously adding to that. Let me drop out of this. I'm just realizing I'm showing all these workouts off. So 36 reps per minute is pretty darn fast. Again, the double unders, even with the snatch going to singles at the end, they're still pushing the pace really fast. But I still think that's going to be one of the top scores, male or female. I think some of the males might be able to go a little faster on the handstand, but and it's going to depend a lot on the new standard, which we'll talk about soon. Danielle, 28 reps per minute, still really fast. The rate here makes a big difference, as you can see. A minute and 20 difference is the minute and 20 seconds is the difference in 8 reps per minute. So in this specific scenario, most people I'm talking to probably that doesn't apply to, but maybe some people in the 10s to 11 minute range. So you really need to push the pace on the snatches. If you're going to go singles, hover over that bar and just keep pushing the pace. Let's see here. Where are we going? The tape line. Okay, so if you got any questions about the workout, you can just post them in the comments. I know there's so many people watching, but yeah, so we got the tape line. It's 10 inches from the wall. This is a new standard. Generally, we have a box that we're doing our handstand push-ups from, but basically, you need a 30-inch. I'm not sharing it. You need a 30-inch tape by 10 inches away from the wall. Your hand has to touch that. It can be your thumb, it can be your finger, anything. You can kind of probably get a little cheat, get your thumbs on the edge of that tape and really try and spread out. It's not a cheat, it's within the rule books, but that's going to be the easiest way to get the widest distance. But if your thumb's on the tape, then your fingertips can't be on the tape. So you're going to be even closer to the wall. That's going to make a lot of people struggle. It's going to be hard, especially, and I don't know, it doesn't seem like a lot, but if you're pushing the pace and then you have to do 40 total reps with a new standard, you just want to be prepared for that. So make sure you're warmed up. Thoracic spine is open really well. Yeah, the wall walk is pretty much same standard as normal. I think that's, pretty good. I'm just still a little, I'm up in the air on this handstand push-up standard. It can go either way. As you saw, like some of the people that went before Mal and Danielle struggled a little bit with it. And they didn't have as much prep time, and they're not going to be the best at adapting compared to the elite athletes, but still you saw them struggle with it a little bit, not understand. They were going really narrow, as you could see. Even Danielle and I think both of them had a little bit of struggle, or at least their judge was telling them to shift or do something different. But here's a good example. If you could get that tape line, that thumb just a little bit over here, you could go wider, but you're going to be really close, versus if the tip of your finger was right here, you could be a lot farther. You could be, almost 4 inches further away from the wall. And that can make a big difference, especially if you're shorter. You probably want to be a little further away from the wall, and you could get away with it. It's only 20. But again, depending on your skill level, if you're looking to get your first strict handstand push-up, this is going to be a tough one to do it, just because the amount of work you're going to have to do in the amount of time to get there. It may not seem like a lot. Hey, it's just a few wall walks and some snatches, but it's only 6 minutes to do that. I mean, granted, if you finish it, you get 3 extra minutes. So if you can just finish right at the 6-minute mark, or let's say 5:55, then you're granted 3 extra minutes. So then you can wait a little while and rest, and getting that one strict hand push-up is going to be big. So that's kind of the cool thing, but you still need to get all that work done in under 6 minutes, which may be a challenge for a lot of people. Yeah, the handstand push-up is going to be the bottleneck, and also it's going to ruin some people on the standard, I think, especially some taller guys and girls, mainly guys. Let's see here. Nothing else too much there. We'll probably see some people in the low 7s, maybe sub 7. It's possible. Someone with a really good battery with the snatch and someone who's going to go unbroken on those handstand push-ups, they could move really well through this. Had some I don't think we're having any live guests today. Let's see here. Let's read my text messages. Jake Berman is heading to the airport, so he's too cool. And Sam's has instrument practice. He is learning to play the piano. He probably already plays the piano really well, and he's probably just jamming on some keys. So caught them at the wrong time. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Some Graham. Overall, really cool workout. It's going to be interesting to see what comes to quarterfinals, because they're kind of put the heavy snatch here, which usually, of all of our data, we've only had 2 other quarterfinals, but in the past 2 quarterfinals, we've had, that's right, only 2. In the past 2 quarterfinals, we've had our ending weights for the snatch be 185 and 125. So, or what, maybe it was 135. I can't remember the females exactly right now, but so maybe we're going to see a heavy clean or a heavy, power cleaned overhead for the kind of power style test for quarterfinals. That'd be really cool. And then, thought we would see the single unders again. Like I said, maybe we'll see those in the quarterfinals. And the strict handstand push-up has also been a staple in the past 2 quarterfinals. So we've seen them both with lower volume for both of them. There was, I think, was there 30 strict handstand push-ups in the first quarterfinals? They might have even, no, they were strict. And then there was only like 20 or 30 in the second one as well. Or no, it was only 10. So maybe we'll see something else. I think we'll probably see the wall walk to wall facing handstand push-up strict, or we'll hopefully see some handstand walks in the quarterfinals. But we'll see. This is definitely throwing a wrench in some things. We didn't see a lot of squatting this open. The most squatting we saw was 40 wall balls and maybe 5 thrusters, depending how many you did. And, that's, I don't know. That's the least amount of squatting we've done in any workout as well. Like even in 2014, I guess there was, you only did 40 wall balls as well, but a little wild. So we're probably going to see a lot of squatting or a squatting heavy workout in the quarterfinals, I'd imagine, but you never know. The old guard has kind of been shifted out. Maybe Boz has some new ideas for testing, which is cool because it's not just a beatdown. Maybe it's going to test a little more skill, or test, your ability to perform differently and not just be about who can last a little bit longer. So, yeah, appreciate everybody tuning in. Sorry it wasn't as exciting as last week, but it's a good one. Please let me know if you have any questions. You can DM me. Got my Instagram handle down there in the bottom. You can comment on the video. Hopefully I'll see it by then. And good luck. Just make sure you warmed up really well. Make sure you cool down really well. And don't be afraid to push the snatches as long as you're doing singles. And definitely make sure that you take time on the strict handstand push-ups. Don't bite off more than you can chew. So appreciate you tuning in. Everyone have a good day. And good luck on the workout. Maybe we'll do a recap of the Open next week, and we'll get some more people on the show. Get something that's a little more exciting. So hope you guys have a great evening, and good luck.